back here at the GSL Codex. The world is high.
I want to
off of the ghostiness of Nesty.
Yeah, I want to actually, because we joke around a lot and we like our hyperboles and we like to exaggerate here and there. But let's look at this just realistically for 1 second. StarCraft is the most difficult strategy game ever created.
It is.
Ever created.
It's actually harder than chess. No, it's not.
It's actually 1,000 times. It is by far the hardest strategy game ever. Nesty's a strategical genius, basically, and he's been doing this with Zerg back when no one could figure out how to use Zerg at all. And, I just want to draw this small comparison realistically. We no longer live in a world where people can do things like Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan, like all these people that conquered huge swaths of land and took things over. That no longer exists. If Nesty lived in those times, could he do something like that? Maybe.
He is
actually smarter than everyone.
The fact that with the internet being out and everything is connected together, the fact that nobody in the world actually holds a candle to the way he plays Zerg.
Not even close.
That's actually insane. And we know that because the internet exists. So we can actually see everybody play against everybody. I mean, you might have to get a different server or something, but it's still there. And we have enough international events that it's just pretty apparent.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Some gas in me. It's just pretty apparent that actually he is just
as far as Zerg goes, man, he's beyond everyone. The only person even looking at the soles of his feet is DRG. Realistically.
Yeah, and DRG's
I love Coca and Lucira. They are awesome and so good. And Leenock I love as well. I think he's a little bit below those four. But, even DRG. DRG's ZVT may seem better in a lot of ways, but Nesty's brain, just the way I see his brain work during this game, it became obvious suddenly. I'm like, okay, this is a Baneling Burrow game. Kill the command centers. It's not many people are going to think of that there.
To do that in that one moment and to execute it.
It's beautiful.
All right, here is Slayer's GanZI. He is a very good Terran, but I think he's sort of dwarfed by people like MVP, for instance. People like Bomber. And there he is now.
Yeah, well, GanZI actually has really, really nice TVZ. He does.
Yeah, he's
he was a StarCraft 1 pro. In StarCraft 1, he had one game that was really good, and all the rest looked really bad. But he was a good player, and he was on a pro team. But I'm not joking here. Everyone, all the old StarCraft 1 guys, it was that TVP on Andromeda. I think you may have actually cast it. Was it a GOM game? Might have been.
Oh, yeah. No, I cast it a long time ago.
And other than that, that was the highlight of his career was that game.
Yeah.
It was one game in a best
of 3.
Some
people produce better games than others.
Yeah.
Here's Leenock.
But he's raising up in StarCraft 2.
Here's the thing about Leenock. Leenock's actually incredibly young. And I always feel the need to point this out because
I think he's the second youngest pro gamer that we have.
Yeah. When you're that young, he still has to go to school.
Yeah.
Unlike you and me.
And he is the only non-champion to fall out of Code S and get back in.
And that really says something.
Yeah. The other people who have are people that win huge tournaments. So he's this guy is destined for greatness. He truly is. Since even early seasons. Remember that match against Clyde, season 2? Season 2 against Clyde. The Shakuris game. That was insane.
Yeah, that game was good.
Yeah. He's shown unbelievably huge amounts of talent. So,
and that might have been now. Look, he's already ticked to Hydras. He had his layer done before the game started.
Not sure how many Hydras we'll see against GanZI, though.
Leenock has the cheeks that I just want to pinch.
Yeah, he does.
He's just so cute.
He is a cutie, man.
He's a cutie patootie. All right, our map is going to be dual site. StarCraft 2. Blizzard, well done. You've made an amazing game. Amazing.
Wow. Dual site is our first map. Daybreak eliminated from GanZI. Terminus Re from Leenock.
Leenock is yawning. Or maybe he's actually screaming to his hands. He's like, ah! Just trying to get the energy out. He's like, all right, I got that in my system. Time to crush a nerd. And Leenock is actually going to be in pretty good shape when it does. Leenock's
The battle of the best.
The battle of the best.
The battle of the people who follow the best. Which is the game we just saw.
It's like the match that we're going to watch that will not actually compare to the Nesty virus game.
Nothing can actually happen here. It could be the same game and it wouldn't be the same. It's true, too. The majesty of Nesty doesn't occur here. But actually, Leenock versus GanZI, this is going to be a sick match.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about this one, too. All right, well, the game is now loaded. There's no turning back now. They're going to have to execute their strategies perfectly. And soon we'll find out who moves on to the round of 8. GanZI against Leenock here in the GSL Codes. Over here in the upper right, we have
GanZI. 저기 딱 걸렸어. 작별 인사는 아시지?
And now, to the bottom left on this one-on-one map, our youngster, but still very scary. He's like, I think in a female Zerg voice.
Well. What shall we see here, Tasteless? Looks like it. We might be seeing Command Center first from GanZI. In fact, I know we are.
And actually, you know what's funny about this is that he could totally screw this up, Zerg can. I mean, there's so many different things he can do right now.
You know, yeah, he's going to think, is there a proxy Rax? But actually, there's not. There's just going to be a Command Center. But this is going to allow Leenock to make a lot of drones after his hatchery before his pool. And anytime a Zerg can do that, they are going to be so thrilled. The economy fits together so beautifully when you actually can make a few drones before your pool after your hatchery. Like, the stars basically align. I like that he puts the barracks right there next to it, so there's less surface area for the SCV to sit on that
so
the drone
smart.
can attack.
And it also still kind of leaves some ambiguity about what the hell's going on for the Zerg. Until, of course, the Zerg finds it, but...
And Leenock actually starts the spawning pool a little bit quicker than I thought he would. But that's alright. He did make several drones afterwards, about 3, I think.
Alright. These guys are finding out why he had that drone fight that SCV. But luckily for him, the drone can heal. The SCV has to manually be healed.
Unless there's a medevac.
Yeah.
Or an SCV on auto repair.
SCVs.
Or a beacon
the only
on
thing
the
that
map
can
that's
actually be
waypointed through.
Say what?
Or a beacon on the map that's waypointed through that heals it. I'm just trying to like totally disarm your point.
It's actually interesting. The SCV is the only thing that can be repaired and healed.
That's true, but we'll see if that changes.
I always wonder about it because you look at the Marauder, and I wouldn't want this, but I'm just saying it's like it technically like looks all mechanical, you know.
Yeah.
It's got the suit. Like you think you could repair that. That's the people do these sick all-ins where it's actually like if Blizzard changed that where it's like it just turns into anything but Marine Marauder like all-ins like with SCVs like blocking and on auto repair. It's like actually insane.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it'd be too. All right, so Factory going up for GanZI as he lands his command center as natural. Very quick and strong economy from him. Leenock getting a Roach Warren. Goes speed into Roach Warren. That's actually a little bit interesting to me. So he's looking at that command center first and saying, you know what? There's going to be Hellions, and I need a Roach Warren.
He might even try to do an attack under that expansion in a little bit here. We'll have to see. Every once in a while we see these like weird like
there's
Ling Roach timing attacks. Like it looks like a Zerg vs. Zerg build.
Leenock is certainly not afraid of doing an all-in in a game. He will make a bunch of Roaches and Lings and go. He will do it. Don't dare him, Tasteless. He won't do it. We'll see if he chooses to do that.
This is the build that you get to practice against the least, actually.
He is making 4 Roaches. You see, he's the factory and everything. It is going to be Blue Flame Hellions. And, I mean, if you have some backup, you can't just have 4 Roaches. Okay, he's making 7 now. That's better. But when you get a decent amount of those, just the plain Marines GanZI has, he's going to be able to walk around the Natural Command Center, pick off SCVs, stop them from mining. It's going to be a pretty nice little harassment. Oh, 12 Lings on the way, too. This is a pretty strong attack coming up.
Excuse me. We have Lings coming, so this is actually a pretty slick timing attack. Let's see if GanZI's prepared. We usually see a timing attacks like this in ZVZ.
10 more Lings. I think he's just all-inning here, Tasteless.
All right. Let's see if it works. There's only add-ons on the way at the barracks, so we can't actually get any more Marines out here anytime soon. He has to make do with just the 4 in the bunker.
And, well, those SCVs doing a great job preparing, but he runs up the ramp right past. Strong decision by Leenock here, but will it pay off? The SCVs immediately surrounding, and the Roaches will end up going down. Some Zerglings coming. Oh my god, hitting those Marines. Very well done. Going after some Mules as well.
I think without the Roaches there, this attack is just done.
Yeah, GanZI actually did a really nice job.
Well, you shouldn't have gone up the ramp.
Well, going up the ramp, as I said, I mean, that's... Going up the ramp in StarCraft 2 feels different from StarCraft 1.
It does.
For instance, how many times are you actually going to run up a ramp with Stalkers? You already know the game's over if you do that. You don't do it.
Yeah, you just can't do that. Yeah, it's not like StarCraft 1 where I'm like, I just run my Dragoons up there. I'm like, well, I'm actually going to
you're going to kill like a ton of SCVs now.
Yeah.
But no, it's not like that in this game for whatever reason. And
well, I think it's actually because workers behave differently in battles.
They certainly do.
In StarCraft 1, the way that you would catch somebody is different. In StarCraft 2, like you could just actually, they'll prioritize hitting whatever's closest to them that's attacking them, like the SCV.
Yeah.
So you can give up some SCVs, but you're guaranteed to end the battle. I can't really out-micro that.
Well, Leenock's attack definitely didn't do as much damage as he would have hoped. But he's got a nice drone lead, 46 to 37. Not as big as he would like. He is getting a macro hatch in his lair. But GanZI, he's certainly not scared right now. He has his Blue Flame. He's sending out... he actually has 6 Hellions with this army. Then some Marauders and Marines. And this little timing is going to be very powerful. Baneling Nest just starting for Leenock, so he's just going to have a handful of Roaches, and actually he's making a lot of Lings now. But Ling's not going to do well against 6 Blue Flame Hellions.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be all about angling here.
That's the Zergling's least favorite color is blue. I don't know why Leenock chose blue as his color this game.
That's I don't know. Like he's trying to trick him and stuff. Right, here come the Hellions. Roaches want to deal with the Hellions. Zerglings the Marines.
Wow, that's a lot of Blue Flame Hellions, man. Leenock has a decent number of Roaches, but...
He might just turn around. Scan, kill the creep, turn around.
Yep, look at that. Scan, kill the creep.
And turn around. Yep.
Paces, you're a prophet.
I didn't ask for this. But I'm the chosen one, Artosis. I like the double engineering bay, by the way. I really like that. He's not like, hey, I'm going to do some crazy all in and try to win. He's just like, no, you know what? I'm just going to play this safe. I'm going to win in the late game. I'm going to let him try to make mistakes. I'm going to be smart and play safe.
You know, I'm sorry to bring this up right now as we're casting this game, but I was just thinking about an ST and how, you know how like kings in ancient times or important people, before they entered a room, someone would enter before them and yell so everyone could hear exactly who's entering his room, like,
oh yeah,
you know, like, the king of all that you see before you. And like, he just like names all these things or whatever that, it's like the shouter form or something. An ST needs one of those. He just walks in rooms before an ST and just announces all great things about him that he's about to enter the room. But anyways, back to this game. A ton of Hellions. This build is really neat by GanZI. There's so many Blue Flame Hellions. 10. That's going to really negate Lings strongly. And in fact, Leenock has made a lot of Roaches because of this. I'd love to see GanZI throw up some more factories. He's only got 1. And I feel like a 1 factory at this point is not the right choice. I mean, it's one of the coolest things in the world is making a lot of Blue Flame Hellions to force Roaches and then go in siege tanks en masse to really kill them. But this army's going to be hard to actually stop with that.
I don't know if he should go in there, actually.
And actually, he just got a stim out of GanZI for free.
here's one problem, is that when Zerg makes too many attacking units early on, there's just like a fundamental rule. They're going to be more behind later on because they don't have enough drones. And if you notice here, should we just do a check for me? What is the exact drone count?
Well, it's 57 to 62, but he has 11 making.
Okay. Well, he might be able to catch up then, but just a general rule for you guys. You want to make as many drones as possible to start while still surviving. Oh, Planetary's up.
But he will kill that.
Yeah.
If he wants. And oh my god! Oh, sick Baneling landmine right there!
Oh, that was beautiful.
And down goes that third base. Leenock.
He can actually win this fight too. Those are Marines against Roaches, man.
Siege Tank and Marauders there. I don't know. Oh, Zerglings come in as well. And GanZI must retreat. Oh, almost kills that Siege Tank.
It's a Siege Tank that got away.
Sad day for Mr. Knock.
That's Dr. Knock. Says knock knock. He says who's there? He says Leenock.
Mr. Knock. It's like Cat's Pajamas pumps his fist because his last name is Knock.
I don't know Cat's Pajamas' last name was Knock.
Well, I did.
Now I know. T.I.L. Today I learned Cat's Pajamas' name is Knock.
9 mutas on the way for Leenock suddenly. That's going to catch GanZI really off guard. He has no turrets in his main or his natural. In fact, sir, he is turretless, despite having 2 engineering bays.
Yeah, that's a little bit funny.
He has no turrets. Well,
he's like, well, he's just not going to make mutas to scale. I'm like, you can't prove that. And he did make mutas.
And he's starting to scan for Baneling landmines, so there's going to be less and less mules against a 3-base Leenock. And now the mutas. He's gonna have to. We're gonna see so many turrets pop up on the production tab in a second here. 1, 2.
Guess that's just 2.
Really, just 2?
All right. This expansion will have to be canceled.
Yeah, that's an awkward position right now.
But the problem is, if Terran moves too far out and can't get back to his base, the Zerg won't allow it. That can be difficult as well.
Yeah, this little force, this little strike force that made a cancel on that gold. It's probably doomed Tasteless. They went out into the field knowing they would not come back. And in fact, they're going to go back now that I've said that.
I can't believe you let that happen.
But he does have a Baneling landmine.
Oh, what?
Perfect scan. He actually, the scan was centered on those Banelings.
It was actually the most perfect scan ever.
That was crazy.
That's so funny. GanZI's actually got really good star sense, man.
Yeah, he does. Long-time StarCraft 1 pro. Makes sense that he has good star sense.
Yeah. All right, he's going up towards this expansion over here. He wants to try to get GanZI to turn around. He just doesn't want GanZI to ever get a 3rd base up.
And, well, GanZI's never going to get a 3rd base up, man. Leenock approaching his max. GanZI 153, moving out again. And as he moves out again, Leenock can actually just counterattack.
Yeah, I think Leenock's actually handling this really, really well. You get the Banelings over there by the SCVs. Oh my god, so close.
Really impressed by Leenock Tasteless.
Yeah, he's damn good, man.
Whoa. And actually the Siege Tanks were so far behind that if he had just engaged, it would actually pretty good. Leenock may lose that base. He has taken another. And he has owned up the natural.
Here's the thing is, Zerg can actually just stay on 2 bases if Terran's on 1. That's actually fine.
Maybe time to try to remove the army of GanZI from the game.
Yeah, he's respecting GanZI's army a little bit too much. Okay, here we go. And this is going to be cleaned up with ease. Too many Banelings here. And Roaches and everything else. Basically good.
All that's good in the world.
All that's good if you're Zerg.
Well, you know, GanZI is showing a lot of skill staying in this game and taking bases off Leenock, but feels like Leenock is just too far ahead right now.
Yeah, he really is. Leenock's just in amazing shape. GanZI just never got a real economy going here. He just, I don't know. I mean, he never had anything going for him after he lost that 3rd base.
Oh, there were medevacs.
It was like a medevac carrying medevacs. It's like a mama medevac. It's like a kangaroo medevac.
It's like an exhibit medevac.
All right, I think he could just go in here and kill us. I think this game's actually almost over, guys.
Well, Zergling's taking out the Siege Tank. Baneling's going after the Marines. Muta's killing the medevacs.
It's so sad. You see like a small number of Marines trying to micro against like Banelings, Roaches, and Mutalisks.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to split them up. I'm like, even if the Banelings weren't there, you'd be dead, man. Like,
Yeah.
GG.
Well, Leenock really playing to impress.
Leenock's like, yeah.
I wish that game had been before Nesties, so that we could be like, oh my god! But like my oh my god moments are gone.
No, I know what you mean, man.
Oh my Nesty!
Oh my Nesty. Well, GanZI actually had like a good start and kind of bad finish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he just, I don't know. I mean, I think you could feel it too. It's just like he moves out on the map, and Leenock's like, no, actually, no. Go back into your base. That's what he does. He goes like that. Get out.
Well, next map is going to be Tal'Darim Altar.
It's a great map.
Yeah, we've seen so many TVZs on this map. So many TVZs on this map.
It's a good map.
Yeah, it is.
It's mixes of pretty epic games. It can be a bit of a slugfest.
It's one of my favorite maps to watch on here.
Yeah, I love TVZ on it. Actually, I like playing on it too. It's a great map. You don't like it?
I don't like to play it as much because of PvP on it being so silly.
It's like we're both gonna 4 warp gate. And just going like this. Like in the
and then
middle
when
of the
you
map.
see pros play it, sometimes they're like, "No, there's another build other than 4 warp gate here," and then like
that guy
someone
loses
4
to a
warp gates
4
and
gate.
kills him.
Yeah.
It's like
So
no, there's
fun.
actually there's not. But
It's
yeah,
not.
it's Stop talking about Protoss. There's no Protoss in the GSL.
Protoss, no, we're the only Protosses left in the GSL. We're gonna get to the finals no matter what.
Yeah, we might outnumber the Terrans in the finals. We'll see.
Yeah, man.
We'll
Good.
see. Nesty versus MVP. Wow. Leenock looking so good, man.
He's so
Seriously.
good, man.
And I think DRG will take out Supernova. I can't imagine Supernova taking out DRG, so we might actually have a decent number of Zergs. 4
There's
Zergs,
gonna be
top
some
8.
Zerg nerd in the world.
4
He's like 3 Zergs advance. Wow.
Yeah,
So happy.
3 Zergs and 5 Terrans, not too bad.
All right. Well, our map is Tal'Darim Altar, and this should be pretty interesting. I don't know if GanZI can come back. Leenock looked like he outclassed him a little bit, but this is a different map. It's going to have different build orders, different scenarios.
I could see GanZI.
So expect anything.
I could absolutely see GanZI beating him. Could go either way.
The game is now loading, so get ready for GanZI going up against Leenock here at the GSL Code S. Oh man, I really timed that out poorly. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm here broadcasting to so many people all over the world. My nerds all over the world. All right, here in Seoul, Korea, the mecca of esports. This is a Marine action figure, and this is a Zerg action